Hey guys, it is day 2. Happy New Year. How you feeling? Did y'all do your New Year resolution? Yeah. I was about to not do mine because I reflected over like last year and the year before that year how I would buy a planner and fill at least a month worth of things in there. And at least for the daily view, I wouldn't check back to look at the planner and check things off as I went. I would actually just cram things in memory and just go about my day doing things and piling more things onto my schedule because I was very obsessive with productivity, which burnt me out. And a lot of things has changed for me personally and business-wise that I'm like, for the last half of the year, last year, I had to crumble all my ideas and toss it in the trash. Okay. But I've been redirected and now I'm like, you know what? I want to go ahead and write a New Year resolution. Okay, not because it's a trend. Okay, it's actually a nice, healthy habit. Okay, it's great to write things down and make it plain so that you have something to go off of. It's just important on what you're writing down. Okay, is it realistic with the level of discipline you have matured to at this point? You know, level of discipline that you already act in at this point. If not, then perhaps in your planner you should add steps on, you know, living a disciplined life in whatever area that you need improvement. So yeah, I did some thinking and I'm like, despite the naysayers and the statistics about, oh, New Year resolutions, you know, people keep up with it for about a month and then they just drop, maybe even 2 weeks. They just forget about it. No. I don't care to go into this new year with that thought. Okay. There is a verse that says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Okay. As a person thinks, they will become. Okay. Because what you think, you also say and you repeat. Some people meditate on things and words, and you just end up becoming that fear, that disappointment and accomplishment. And I don't know. I'm just not going to do that this year. No, there's power in the tongue. There's power in our words. We either speak life or death. Okay. So we're going to speak life into the things and the habits and the improvements that we would love to make this year. Okay. Let's encourage each other. I'm so glad that I spent maybe a good 2 to 4 hours really going into detail on my planning. Before I even did my planning, I had to do a self-reflective, like, journaling piece, which I actually posted on my bulletin board that I'll show you guys real quick. First, I wrote down on a piece of paper, who am I? I have my list right here. Who am I? It's very important that I know who I am in identity, who I believe I was created to be. Okay, God creating me. Okay, my identity. Who am I? What is my assignment on this earth? Okay. We are spiritual beings, okay, living in this body vessel that is temporary, has expiration date and whatever. But in reflecting things that has happened in the past, even this last year, and, you know, your personality and things that, you know, situations that sometimes some things burden you, but then it motivates you or make you start thinking and wanting to create some type of solution to solve a thing. Like, what is it? What is your gifting? What is your talent? Who were you created to be? What are the things that concern you? Okay. Because all those things are tied into your calling. Okay. So once you know those things, you may not know it in like completely, but go ahead and write that down, make it plain, because as it pertains to your career and other activities that you involve yourself in, you can now become very intentional on how you approach things and people and whatever activity, right? The second thing that I did, so after thinking about who am I, and then the second thing I did was to specifically write down my giftings the plans, the ideas, the things I want to curate and create, whatever. Go ahead and write that down. Okay. Especially if you're a business owner, go ahead and write that down. Thirdly, what is my responsibility as it pertains to the things under my control? Okay. Because I'm a former control freak, and that have given me the most anxiety. Okay. Putting that weight on my shoulders and everything. I experience burnout like crazy, like none other, because I take on more responsibilities, or I overthink of the unknown and things to go wrong and just worry a lot. That burnt me out. Okay. That is what pushed me to be hyper productive and not really care about my self-care. So this year, I'm also not going to neglect my self-care. I'm not going to neglect myself in the name of chasing a bag. Oh, pooey. We're going to take care of ourselves, okay, this year. We're going to take care of ourselves this year, okay? I really encourage that, especially for you business owners and content creators or whoever. If you're working for yourself or working for other people, you're not going to hurt yourself trying to make a dollar. Absolutely not. We have to make sure we're good spiritually, mentally, and physically. Set out time for rest as well, and ways that you can self-regulate. Okay. So you're burnt out spiritually, or you're just kind of confused or in a dry season of understanding, and you feel like, what? Am I hearing from God or whatever? Oh, honey, we need to dial it back. What has God trained you up to this far? Or, your pastor or someone that you can trust, like your accountability partner. What have you learned that can help you grow spiritually and be filled up spiritually? Getting back into the word, whatever routine it is, whether it be journaling and, get back into it, whether it be prayer, because prayer is number one, honey. What can you do to regulate yourself if you feel like you are going through like a spiritual drought? Okay. And then also, what can you do emotionally to self-regulate emotionally if you're having a bad day? You had a bad reaction, someone triggered you, or whatever the case may be. How do you self-regulate? If it's not therapy, then do you journal? Do you go out for a walk? Do you also talk to God and, vent with him or talk with friends and wise counsel with people of wisdom, to kind of flush out? Do you cry? Have a good old cry in the shower, or do you allow yourself to cry, or do you suppress your emotions? Okay. How do you self-regulate? Do you listen to nice music, inspirational music that can help soothe you? Do you drink tea? Do you stretch? I noticed when I stretched and stuff and just do deep breathing, that helped. That helps. Go ahead and write that down, because you're going to need to have something to look at to remember how to help yourself self-regulate in the moment. And then also physically. Okay. Are you working out? Okay. A lot of us who don't work out, we sit down a lot. Me, who sew a lot. We need to stretch. We need to work out. We need to get the blood pumping, because it has been proven, okay, to make us, have a better mood and to be healthy, actually, and actually help our body in healing so that we can think and do great things, And also discipline. Are we disciplined? Okay. Our society lacks discipline, okay? With our time management, okay? We've got a lot of distractions and a lot of new apps and social media things for us to just be living vicariously through other people. But when it comes to our life, we're absent and not present. So what are we doing to be disciplined in the things and the goals that we are going to set? What are we going to do? How can we be present at the same time to fulfill tasks? Okay, we have to clearly put on the planner, okay, from this time to this time I'm gonna do this, or create a which I'll show you guys, a key. I created a key to when I will do advertisement for my alterations business and do advertisement for some other services that I do and other my other business endeavors or whatever. I have a schedule, and also when I'm gonna do my workouts, my self-care things, and whatever. I have my own little key to where each month I will look at the key and just plug it in and then just change the activities. I will be more specific on the activities I plan to do. Okay. But also in rest. Also in resting. Okay. Also in being social, guys. Life is not all about getting a buck. Okay. Making a buck. Making money, chasing the bag. Life is also about family and friends and being in good company, talking to strangers. Okay. Being present. Okay. But then it does matter what kind of quality, friendships and family members and people that we're interacting with, even strangers too. Okay. Are they people who are very fearful or full of doubt, or gossipers or slanderers, or people that complains a lot, but then they have no solutions? Like, what kind of company are you keeping? That's another self-evaluation and things to think about in spending your time and time management. It kind of goes in there. And then also, in encouraging yourself for the new year, in achieving your goals, okay, to encourage yourself, because I know they have the statistics about, people, start their resolution and they fall off within 2 weeks or a month. They become less motivated, or they're like, it's hard. It's easier said than done. What are you speaking from your lips? What are you thinking? Okay. And then what are you believing in your heart and then speaking? Okay. Is it, yes, I can, no matter the obstacle, no matter how difficult? Or do you care to say, no, I can't? Or this challenge is too big for me? Or this is so great. Oh my gosh. I hate this. Why me? What words and thoughts are you allowing to meditate in your mind for you to speak out and believe and be? Okay. That verse that says, as a man thinketh, so is he. That is so true. That applies to everybody. Okay. As mankind thinketh, so is he, right? Or she, whatever. You get the point. Okay. And that also ties to association. Who are you associating with? What are they saying? Hopefully you don't have a lot of people in your crew, in your friend group, that is a bunch of doubters and very negative and not optimistic, not even creative in the mind, not a solutionist, a problem solver, All this matters. What you say, matter of fact, your perspective on life, it will either propel you and make you persevere and be able to create and produce and improve and mature, or it will make you stuck, go backwards, to feel paralyzed and do nothing, to be fearful, to not want to be a dreamer, to dream and to take action. It will stop you from taking action. So in moving forward into the New Year's, let's be about this. Okay. Plan something realistic. Okay. Make it plain, write it down, whether it's budgeting, whether it's your financial goals, if you're a business owner, savings, vacations and trips you love to take, things you like to learn. I know I want to learn how to swim and roller skate. So that's at least my two new things I would like to learn for recreational fun. And just meet new people, meet new friends, help others, in my calling and stuff like that. Just have fun and be optimistic, be disciplined, and remember what comes out of your mouth, the words. So also in our thoughts, it's like, what kind of programming, what kind of information and doctrine are you feeding your mind? So whether it comes to the shows that you watch, the music that you listen to, the news that you watch, and, what you're doing with that information, all of that is information that's recycled, and hopefully there's something positive in what you're listening to, or there's something solution based or inspirational that you're listening to. Okay. Encouraging and all that kind of stuff. So just to give it some thought, but let me go ahead and show you how my board looks like. Okay, so I'm all the way over here. You can kind of see my bulletin board and stuff. Yes, I'm back all the way over here because I honestly don't want anyone to see my plans. Just saying. Okay, you gotta think smart. Okay, not harder. But yes, I have that all listed out. So during the day, now that I work from home, okay, and I'm self-employed, all right, I just look back and use my schedule activity guide or key to then plan out my months and just make sure I just, plug and pull things there, switch things up and adjust. And I'm just really excited. I'm really pumped. Like my goals and my planning seems very realistic and flexible enough for me to do things and rest, most importantly. So y'all go out and be great. Let's continue on our stride and have a good day. Bye. Okay, fine. Let me show you guys the schedule activity guide. I won't show you the key. I put the key on the left side of the sheet, and I'll just show you this. So this is how it looks. So Sunday through Saturday, I just put a key of activities and things and alternate between them. So the S and the W is for stretching and my workout days. So that's basically what it is, So I just have that key, and then for each month, I'll go ahead and just plug it in there or switch some things if I feel like it's doing the most, Can't wait to really apply this and just do this for a month and then 2 months and then 3 and then the rest of the year.